Okay. So, hi guys. First of all, good morning, for each and everyone. Okay. So this is a continuous class. Okay. This is a continuous workshop. Like last week, I gave the workshop on transform data and what is modeling and everything that we can discuss in the last class. Okay. This week, we need to discuss about the DAX functions and visualization. If we have time in service level also, we need to discuss it. Okay. So, what is DAX function? Why this DAX function is came to the picture? Means the full form of DAX is data analysis expression. Data analysis expression. Okay. So in this DAX functions, we need to write some functions. Okay. With that functions, we can show the results in that particular visualizations and everything. Okay. Why this DAX function is came to the picture? Because dynamic calculation means, see, based on the user selection, we need to generate the results. Okay, based on the user selection, we need to generate. So those type of operation, we can do it in the DAX functions only. Okay, so in the transform data, that means those are static options, like whichever options you want to click on that one. So just you need to click on that one, then automatically that particular option is applied to that particular data set, right? But here DAX function is if you want to calculate the dynamic things, at that time we have to use a DAX function. Understand clearly? So let's discuss one by one. Okay. Okay, so this DAX function, this is a continuous class. It is not it is not the new one. Okay, it is a continuous class for previous one. If you want to go with the previous class itself, please try to reach out to the Naresh team. They will give you the URL of the YouTube link, and with that link, if you want, you can go through it. Okay. So today we need to discuss about DAX functions. Okay, what DAX functions is there, how many DAX functions is there, and how we can implement those DAX functions in Power BI, and after that visualization. Okay, first of all, what is DAX? DAX full form is data analysis expression. Data analysis expression. So by using these DAX functions, we need to calculate dynamically. Dynamically means at the time of running a report, based on the user selection, I need to generate the result. So those things we can implement by using DAX functions only. Okay, so there are different types of categories of DAX functions is there. Okay, what are those DAX? What are the different types of categories will be there? See here, suppose, okay, go to the Google. Okay, there you can find like DAX reference. Okay, you can search it like a DAX reference Power BI. Okay, when you click on this one, click on this particular link. Okay, see under this, there is a DAX functions category. The link will be there. Click on this one. See, in this in this particular DAX reference, okay, you will see the different categories of functions. Okay, aggregation functions, date time functions, filter functions, logical functions, text functions, like different categories will be there. Okay. So all these DAX functions are also very, very simple, because you already listen all those functions in previous in your career. Like in your academic career, you already listen all this. Some minimum function, maximum function, average function, count distinct function, or else date time related functions like day I want it, month I want it, like that. So you already know, by seeing that you will understand what that function it is and everything. Okay, in this particular DAX function reference in the site itself, there are different categories of there. If you click on any of the category, okay, then under that particular category, what are all the functions are there, we can see it here itself. Like see here, average, these are all, see here under this particular what category it is, aggregation function. Under aggregation function, what are all the functions are there, that you can see it here itself. Okay, so all this, how we can implement those things in the Power BI, that we can discuss it. Okay, so in each and every category, there are different types of functions is there. Okay, aggregation functions and date time functions, filter functions, and information functions, logical functions, mathematic functions, other functions, relationship functions, table manipulation functions, text functions, time intelligent functions. There are different categories are there. In each category, all the functions will be there for that particular category. Okay, so these function, how we can implement in Power BI, let's see actually in this particular DAX function, there are three types of categories will be there. There are three types of categories will be there. One is single value written functions are also there. Another one is row level calculation category functions are there. Okay, another one is table manipulation function. That means like a table data set creation DAX functions are also there. Okay, so all these three categories only we can implement in Power BI. Okay, so based on your required, any of these category functions only you can use it here. Okay, understand or not? So if you want to implement all these DAX functions in Power BI means, first you have to open a Power BI desktop software. You all in the last class itself, we already discussed how we can install it, how we can how we can download it, and how we can install it. After opening a Power BI desktop, we are discussing about transform data. We are discussing about the model part also. The continuous on of that class it is like DAX functions. Okay, so you have first you have to open a Power BI desktop, because in Power BI desktop only we can implement all these DAX functions. Okay, and click on the Power BI desktop. This is how the Power BI desktop will be there, and I need to load the sample data. This sample data provided by Microsoft itself. Okay, so in this sample data, first you need to load the sample data into the Power BI desktop and click on load. This class is continuation class, not it is today only it is started. This week only it is not started. In the last week only it is started. That last week class extension, this one. Okay. So Mayank, can you please check with the Naresh IT team? They will provide it. Okay, they will provide you the last class. In the last, we need to discuss those things like what is the previous class link and everything. Okay, so they will provide to you. Okay, please listen the class. Okay, so this is how the Power BI, I loaded the sample data here itself. Okay, so after loading a sample data, where the data will be there? Under the data tab, it is available. Whenever you expand any particular data set, you will see all the columns under the particular data set, what columns are there, everything you can see it here itself. Understand? So, so on this, by using these particular columns, we can implement the DAX functions in Power BI desktop. Okay, where we can apply the DAX functions in Power BI desktop means, I told you, right, there are three different categories will be there. One is single value return functions is there. Another one is row level calculation DAX functions is there. And table creation, data set creation related tables are also, it is available. Okay, so where those are available means, in Power BI desktop, okay, you have to go to the model. Under the model, this, see, under the model, you will see three options: new measure, new column, and new table. Okay, under the modeling, there are three options will be there: new measure, new column, and new table. In these three options only, we can apply the DAX functions. Understand? See, quick measure is also there, but you, in the quick measure, you have some few options are available. By using those few options, you can directly, that means the Power BI will automatically create function that we can discuss in the last. Okay, first we need to discuss these three options. With these three options only, most of the times we need to use it. Okay, so see, in modeling tab, you will see new measure, new column, and new table. In these three options only, all the DAX functions we can implement it. All the DAX functions we can implement it here itself. Whatever all the DAX functions, categories, functions will be there, those functions in these three options only we can apply it. Okay, so new measure means whatever the DAX functions returns a single value. Okay, what DAX functions returns a single value? Okay, what DAX functions returns a single value, those we can apply it on the new measure. Those you can apply it on the new measure. Okay, whatever DAX functions returns on row level calculation, those DAX function we can apply it on a new column. Okay, whatever DAX functions creates a data set, those we can apply it on the new table. Understand? You tell me, VVS, you tell me. First listen the class, guys, and after that you can ask the questions. Okay, first to listen all the classes and everything. Afterwards, you can ask the question, everything. Understand? No. This webinar. First, listen, okay. After 15 minutes in the last, you can ask the questions and everything there itself. Okay, so the DAX functions we can apply it on these options only. Okay, whatever all the DAX functions is there, all the DAX functions we can apply it on these three options only. Okay, either new measure, okay, either you can apply it on new column or you can apply it on new table. Okay, new measure means whatever DAX functions returns a single value, those we can apply it on the new measure. Okay, whatever DAX functions returns row level calculation. Suppose row level calculation means, suppose I have a date column is there. With the date column, I want to display month name. So each and every cell, there are different dates is there, right? So for if I want to generate a month name means for each and every cell, there are different month names is automatically generated. Suppose for example, I have like 24th February 2023 is there. For this, what month name it is displaying? February. Okay. In another row itself, like 25th March 2023 is there. That means for this, what month name it will be displayed? Like March it will be. That means for each and every row, the calculation is changing, right? For each and every row, the calculations are changing. Okay, whenever the calculations are row or in each and every row level, those functions you can apply it on the new column. Okay, next one is new table. What DAX functions we can create a data set? Those related. Even by using DAX functions also we can create a data set. Okay, so not only by using by using DAX functions we can create a table. Okay, so we have a number of options is there. By selecting a data source, by selecting a particular data source, we can create a data set, or else by using enter data also we can create a data set. By using this enter data also we can create a data set. Okay, so in the DAX function also same, like by using DAX function also we can create a data set here. Okay, these are the three different options is there. In these three different options only we can implement the DAX functions. Okay, wherever you will see these three options in the in that particular place itself, you can apply it. Suppose if you go to the home, you will see new measure. Okay, if you want to apply any measure related, or if you want to return any single calculation, single return value related DAX functions are there, you can use this new measure also. This new measure and this particular modeling measure, new measure, both are same itself. Understand? Suppose for example, in the home itself, in the right, in the data tab, here the data tab is available or not? So under the data tab, you will see the data set. Under the data set, okay, if you right click on the data set, again you will see new measure and new column. So measure related or a calculated or new column related, if you want to apply the DAX functions, here also you can apply it. That means, so not only these options will be available in the model, in some other tabs also sometimes it is available. Wherever you will see those options, whichever DAX function you want to apply in which category, you have to apply it there itself. Understand or not? Okay, so see in this, the first we need to discuss about the, okay, new measure related. In new measure, what functions we can apply it? Only we can apply we can apply, like, 1 second. Okay, only single value, those we can apply it in the new measure. New measure means returns single value. Understand? So what functions will be there? What 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 DAX functions returns a single value? Okay, so all the aggregation functions. What is aggregation functions? Means aggregation, all the aggregation functions are returns a single value. That means, what is aggregation functions? aggregation functions means sum will returns single value, comma, minimum means minimum also it will returns a single value, maximum it will returns a single value. Okay, average returns a single value. Okay, so some value, a single value, min, max, average, count. Okay, count distinct also, it will returns a single value. These we can call it as aggregation functions. Okay, these functions we can call it as aggregation functions. Okay, so these functions we can call it as aggregation functions. These all these functions, these all functions returns a single. All the single value return functions where we can apply it in the new measure we apply it, right? In the new measure we can apply it. In the new measure where we can apply it, go to the model, you will see a new measure, right? Here you can apply it. Okay, that means first of all, what is sum will do means whatever column we are passing into that particular um, function, that particular function will calculate and will result a single value. Okay, suppose if we pass a sum inside the column we are passing, for that column it will calculate the total of that particular column and it will give the single value of that one. Understand or not? Okay, so before going to implement this aggregation function, what columns it will accept it? Suppose for example sum will accept only numeric related numeric or decimal related column. Decimal columns only it will accept it. Okay, while you in this particular sum function, while you are passing a column names, you always need to pass either numeric related column or decimal related column only you have to pass it. Because if you pass character related column, for character related can we calculate sum? No. Okay, that's a reason. Okay, so sum always we can pass only either numeric or decimal. Okay, even we can pass the date column also into the sum. Okay, because we cannot calculate the sum of that particular one, right? That's the reason. Understand clearly or not? So that particular sum, how we can apply it, see here. Okay, suppose when you click on new measure, first that means all these aggregation functions returns a single value, right? On the new measure only we can apply it. Okay, so whenever you click on any new measure or new column or new table, then automatically this formula bar will open it. Okay, this formula bar will open it. In this formula bar only you have to write the functions. Understand? Is there, if you click on new column or if you click on new table also, the same formula bar is enabled. Okay, okay, by default it is disabled. Whenever you click on these three options, at that time only this formula bar is enabled. In this formula bar, first you have to write the name of that particular measure. What name? By seeing that, by seeing that particular by seeing that particular one, what name you want to see. See here, by default it will shows the name as measure. Instead of measure, what you want to give it, what name you want to represent it there. Okay, better to give always what function you have to use it, and in that particular one, that function relate name only you have to write it there itself. Because by seeing the name itself, we can easily understand what function is applied to that particular measure. Understand? That's the reason. But by your practice or anything, not only here, but anywhere, wherever you want to implement new measure or new column, better to give what function name you are using inside that particular one. The same name you have to give the name of that particular measure or a new column or a new table. Understand or not? Okay. Suppose I'm giving a name. Any name you can give it. Like XYZ also you can give it. Whatever name you want, you can give it. By seeing the XYZ, you can so see here. I'm applying XYZ here. So when I'm applying XYZ, that it will comes here itself. Okay. Whenever it will comes here, by seeing that particular XYZ name itself, do you know what function is applied inside that one? You cannot. So that's the reason you have to give the proper name of that particular one. Okay. So my as per my suggestion, you always need to give what function we need to apply, the same function name you have to write it. Suppose for example, I'm applying sum, right? That's the reason I'm giving name as also sum. And after that is equal to, only is equal to operator only you have to use it. Vijay, can we use less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to? No, we cannot use any other operators. Always you have to use is equal to only. That means first you have to write the name, and after that is equal to of the operator, and after that you need to apply the function. What function it is? Sum. Okay. So whenever you type like SU, see here the intention, below that the intentions will comes here. Okay. That means whatever SU related is there, all the things it will comes below that. What function you want to select it, you have to select that particular one, sum. Okay. Click on this one. Okay. Whenever you click on this one, see here on the top, see, even if you don't know the syntax of the particular function also, don't worry. Because whenever you apply the function, automatically syntax or also it will come sit here. In this particular one, what column name we have to pass it here? So either I told you, right, in some either numeric or decimal related column only. Suppose my numeric or decimal related column is sales column. Just I am passing that column out. Okay. So whenever you are passing any column name, okay, just you have to type the column name. Okay. Sales column. Suppose for example, you have to type like SALE. So all the sales related SAL related, whatever it is there, it will come sit here. Here you can select like what is the name of the column that you have to select it. While at the time of representing a column name, along with the data set name, column name will comes here itself. That means if you want to select any particular column, means first, that means it will be there like data set name. After that column name, it will be there. Just select that particular one. Understand clearly or not? Is it clear or not? Just close the bracket and execute it. Okay. So whatever measure you created, that measure value, you cannot see it in this particular data tab. That means you cannot see the measure value in the data tab. So then where we can see the measure value? We can see the measure value in the visualization. Okay. Any visualizations you can take it. Suppose for example, I'm using a table visual. Okay. So under the table visual, I'm taking a country column, and what sum you are showing, see, just put it there itself. Then automatically see here the sales value is divided into country wise. That means whatever countries are there, for each country, whatever total sales is there, that it will be displayed. Like this measure value, always we can see it in the visualization. Understand or not? Okay. This is how the sum calculation. Same other functions also. Suppose for example, okay, minimum, min will accepts same minimum function also we can apply like that only. Min will accepts, okay, only numeric decimal, okay, numeric, decimal, and date columns also. It will accept it because we can take the minimum date, maximum date, right? So that also. Okay, same that function also we can apply it on the new measurement. You know, right, how you can apply it because we need to define other categories of function also, right? So in regular class itself, how we can implement each and every function, you have to in the regular class it will be there, but it is a workshop, right? What it is, how it will works and everything here itself we can show for one remaining function, same thing you can implement it. Understand? So what minimum value will do, it in that particular whatever column we are passing, in that column what minimum value is there, that will show whether it is a numeric related column minimum value, whether it is a decimal related minimum value, or date related minimum value also, it will show it. Understand clearly or not? Okay, same like max function also. Okay, for max function also it will accept all these columns. Okay, that means in this particular function itself, we can pass these type of columns only, not any other columns. Understand? Next one is average. What is average will be calculated here? What is average function will do here? Average means, so what is the formula for average? Means sum of values by divided by number of values. This is the formula, right? Okay. So, but in Power BI, inside of that particular average function, column name, that's it. Then automatically this formula is calculated. You just need to pass the column name, that's it. Okay. And here it will accept like, it will accept only numeric, comma, decimal. That's it. Understand or not? Okay. So if you want to perform it, means like this. Suppose, for example, I want to calculate the average one. Then see here, average of. Okay. So if sometimes data set name and column name and function name, sometimes it is similar. How can I identify the function? Means if the function is fx related, those are function. Fx means function. If it is a table, suppose for example, see like this, it will be there. Suppose for example, average of, see here, data set means the icon is table will be there. If it is a column, see here, first column it is not shaded. See like this, it will be there. If it is a function means fx related one, you have to select it. Understand? So just inside the average, you have to pass the numeric or decimal column, then automatically it will drop. Okay, and you can see the value particular one. Okay, for Canada, how many values are there? Sum of values by number of values, it automatically calculated and it will give the result. Understand? This is about average. Okay, so and next one is count. Count or count distinct. Count or count distinct. These two functions, what it will do? That means whatever column we are passing, that column, how many number of records are there, just count that particular column and it will give the result. Suppose in a column, I have 5 records are there. It will show Then difference between count and count distinct. In count, if the duplicate values are also, it will count and it will show the count value. Okay, suppose for example, I have one, okay, one, okay, two, okay, and okay, four, like this it will be there. If I'm counting this particular column means how many number of records it will be there, number of values. See how many records are there, 1 2 3 4 5 6. That means for count it will returns 6 value. For count distinct means first whatever column is there, it will take the unique values or of that particular column, and after that it will count the records. What is the unique records means unique records means removing a duplicate. Unique means taking a distinct values or unique values. Understand? So in this column, what values are there? Whatever the distinct values are there, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, and after that it will count these records. How many number of records are there? 4 records are there, comma 4. That means count will display 6 records, count distinct will display 4 records. It will choose. Okay, this is about the aggregation related functions. Understand clearly or not? This is how you can apply it. Okay. So this is how only we can show it in the full screen. While you are seeing in the mobile itself, definitely you need to see those, listen the this workshop in the laptop or a desktop, then you will clear all these things. Understand? This is about aggregation functions related thing. Understand? Now you are able to see see the screen. Okay. That you guys can check it. If you are not able to see, mean check your from your end. Some people are seeing, some people are not seeing, means check your network so that, okay. So we need to discuss other things also. We didn't have time. Okay, that is about aggregation functions related thing. Okay, so this is about aggregation functions. Next one is date time functions. That means if any date related part is there, those we can apply it in the date time functions. Understand? Not visible. Why it is not visible? Tell me, BVS, why you are raising hand? If you want to raise
Not visible.
Now you are able to.
Still no.
Is it clear?
Sorry, no. It is still not.
1 second. Actually, it is not happening. Why it is happening here?
Both on mobile and laptop, it is not visible.
Can you please check it now, guys? Sir, can you please check it now? Is it visible or not? It is happening like this. One second, I will check with Naresh IT team and I will get back to you. Can you check it in the YouTube or else? Okay, in YouTube whether it is there or not. Okay, 1 second, I will check with Naresh IT team. Is it clear now? Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that is about the aggregation functions. Is it clear now, right? See, we didn't have a time, all this again repeat it. Okay, so all this, so next category we need to discuss it in the YouTube. The same link is available. Okay, so aggregation, see, once again I will explain you. Okay, listen carefully. So aggregation functions means these are the aggregations functions will be there. Okay, all these aggregation functions are returns a single value. Okay, whatever DAX functions returns a single value, all those are aggregation functions. So these aggregation functions we can apply it on in new measure only. Okay, in new measure only we can apply all the DAX functions, all these single value functions. Understand clearly? Okay, in new measure only we can apply all the aggregation functions. Okay, so that means we discuss it like okay, so suppose for example for some, what columns it is accepted? Numeric and decimal columns only. If it is a min function means it will accept only numeric, decimal and date related columns only. Okay, if it is maximum means it will take the maximum value of the numeric, maximum value of the decimal and maximum value of the date column also it will take. Maximum date also it will take it, right? So that's the reason. Okay, average means it will accept only the numeric or decimal related column. Okay, whatever numeric columns or decimal related column, those only we can apply it. Understand? Hello, అదే ఎంతవరకు స్క్రీన్ కనిపించట్లేదు, అదే స్క్రీన్ కనిపించట్లేదు సార్. అదే కొంత చేశాను సార్, అలాగే 2-3 టైమ్స్ చేశాను. ఇప్పుడు వీడియోలో లేను, వీడియో ఆఫ్ చేశాను. అవునా, ఓకే సార్ చూస్తాను. Krishna, are you able to see my screen? Okay, so these all aggregation functions, what columns it is accepted and everything that we can discuss it. Okay, okay, next category we need to go for next category. In the next category, what is that one? Date time functions. What date time functions will do? Okay, that means whatever the date related functions is there, those we can apply it on the date functions, date time functions. See here in the date time functions, there are different functions are there, like calendar, date diff and date value and everything. Okay, so first of all, calendar function in this particular date time functions, date time functions. First one is calendar. What is calendar function will do? Calendar function will give the all the sequential date from start date to end date. Whatever start date and whatever end date we are given in that particular calendar, in between the dates, whatever it is there, those things it will be generated. Understand? So let's see how we can implement this calendar function. And one more important point is this calendar function, we can apply it on the new table. Always you can apply it on the new table. Always we can apply on new table option only. Okay. Always you can apply it. We can apply it on the new table option because the calendar function will create a new data set. If you want to create a new data set related DAX function, that we can apply it on the new table option only, right? So this calendar function, always you can apply it on the new table only. Let's see how we can implement this one. Okay. In this, if you go to the modeling, wherever the new table option is there, click on the new table. Again, the formula bar will be enabled. See here. Here, what is the name of that particular function? That name you have to give it. Okay. And after is equal to what function we have to apply? Calendar. Okay. In this calendar, what you need to give? Like start date and date only. One date value only you can give it. Start date, one date value, and end date, one date value. Don't give like column name. Date column, you cannot pass it here. If you pass the date column here, the Power BI doesn't understand in that particular date column what date you have to take it. Okay, that's the reason always start date and end date you have to give like single value related one only. Suppose for example start date like so how you need to give the date format in Power BI means first you have to give year. Okay, 23 dash okay 10-25. This is how this, whenever you want to give any static date value means this is the format you need to give it. In this format only the Power BI will understand the date. Understand or not? So first you need to give the year and after that month and after that day. Okay. And this is how you need to give the starting date, comma, again ending date. Okay. See on the top, you will see the syntax, right? Based on the syntax, you have to follow it like this. Suppose 2023 and 12-25 like this it will be there. Okay, close the bracket. Okay, that means you have to give in calendar, you have to give start date and end date. If you want to give any date format means in this format only you have to give. First you have to pass the year dash and month dash day, like that you have to go. This is the start date and this is the end date. When you go to the data tab, if you click on the calendar, see here what dates it will be there in between these dates. Okay, 2023 10th month 25 to 2023 12th month up to 25. All the values it will see here 25 20 10th month 25 26 27 28 29 like this. The all the sequential dates will be generated in between the start date and end date. Understand clearly? This is how we can generate it. Okay. So Vijay, this is a static value. If you want to pass the column values, means what we have to do? See, if we want to pass the column values here, directly we cannot pass the date column name here itself. Because in the date column, there are so many dates is there, but we need like a start date is only one date and end date is also only one date only, we need to accept it. How we can take like only one date means see what function you have directly you cannot pass it. Okay, indirectly you need to use the functions like minimum and maximum functions into that one. Min and max functions. Min of suppose start date is in the date column. I'm taking a date column Where is the date column? In the financial data set, there is a date column is there. In that particular date column, whatever minimum date is there, that it will consider as a start date. Understand? Same like comma, maximum of financial date. Yes. If you want to pass the column name, if you want to pass the static values, means in the double quotes itself, you have to pass that particular date value. Okay. If you want to pass the column value, means you have to use minimum and maximum function. Okay. So in minimum function, whatever date column is there, that you have to pass it. In the date column, whatever minimum date is there, that it will take it as a start date. And maximum of date, whatever date column is there, in the date column, whatever maximum date is there, that it will take it as a end date. Okay. In between those two, start date and end date, the dates will be generated. See here. So all the dates are generated here. Once this category is completed, then I will enable the unmuted. You guys can ask the questions. Okay. Up to that, listen carefully. Okay. Like this, we can give the column values. This is how. Okay. Always this calendar function, we can apply it on the new table only. New table option only. Understand? This is the one. Next one is calendar auto is not required. Leave it. Okay. Date means if you pass the date values into that particular. Okay. Suppose, for example, when you pass a particular, see here, in new column, I need to apply it because the date value, it will return the different dates. It will be generated, right? In new column only, we can apply it. Okay. So in this date, okay, date function, see here on the top, it will show the syntax, right? First you have to pass the year. Okay. 2021 comma 12 month comma 24, like this. You have to pass the static values, numeric values you need to pass, then automatically it will convert it into date. Okay. So but here it is the same name, it won't accept it. So I need to give the different name of that one. Okay. See here, the date will be generated. That means, so most of the time this function we cannot use it, but if you want to use it, means just you need to pass the year, month and date, then automatically it will convert it into the date. Understand? Next one is date diff. What is date diff will do? That means it will calculate the difference between the two dates. It will calculate the difference between the two dates. So either it is a date difference, either it is a month difference, either is a day difference. In the interval, you have to pass it. Based on the interval, it will be generated. Understand? See here. Date diff. Okay. So here, suppose for example, I want to calculate the difference of these two dates. You have to pass it here. Suppose for example, date column, first I need to pass it, comma, date 1, 2, that column. So you first you need to mention the two dates. After that, interval part is very important. In that particular those two dates, what difference you have to calculate it? Either day difference you have to calculate it, or month difference you have to calculate, or year difference you have to calculate. Here you can select that particular interval. Suppose I am giving year. Okay, then it will calculate the difference of the those year parts only. Like 2013 to 2022, what is the difference between these two? 8. See here, 8 is like this. If you give month means from the 2013 to 2021, how many months are there? All the months it will calculate and it will show the results. Okay. See, 99 months it will happen. Understand? Like this, we have to pass the interval. Okay. Based on the interval only, the difference will be calculated. This is very, very important in real-time scenarios. Understand? Next one is date value is not required. Okay. Day function. Suppose, for example, in a date column, I want to extract the day part. Okay. Suppose, see here, day. Okay. So if I'm giving day function, what will happen? In day function, must and should, you need to pass the date column. Okay. In this particular date column, whatever day part is there, that it will be shows here. See here, in this particular date column, what is the day part here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, those only it will shows. Understand? Similar like month, year functions also. Like so from the date column, month part will be extracted. From the date column, year part will be extracted by using year function like this. Okay. So if I'm using month means month of date column. See here, month will be extracted from this date column. What is the month here? In the middle part, a month on 09. That only it will shows. Okay. So next year one. That means year part will be extracted. Understand? Like this. Okay. That means whatever functions you applied with that function, the results that it will comes. Okay. That means in this particular one, day, month, year, and those things are also it will be there. Okay. So, and next one is EVO month. EVO month means end of month. Means, okay, EVO month means end of month. Okay. So first you need to pass the date column. Okay. After passing a date column, after that, you can add this month. Okay. You can give the numeric value here itself. Suppose either 0, 1, 2, 3 or anything. Okay. So if I'm giving 1, what will happen means in this date column, whatever month part is there, for that month part, this numeric value will be added. And after that, for that particular, after adding that, whatever month it is getting, for that particular month, the last date it will be displayed. Understand that it is called as EVO month. Suppose, for example, I have a date column. This is the date column. For this date column, what is the month here? 9. After adding this 1 to this particular 9, what will happen? 10. Means 10th month related, whatever last date is there, that it will be displayed. See here. Understand? Not only plus values, you can give negative values or also it will be accepted. Suppose -1. Okay. Whenever you are giving -1, that means 9 minus 1, how much it is? 8. 8th month related, what is the last date will be there? That means 31/08/2013, that it will be displayed. Suppose, for example, I'm giving 0. What will happen? I'm giving 0. That means this 0 will be added to this particular month. 9 plus 0, how much it is? 9. Okay. 9th month related, whatever last date is there, that it will be displayed. See here. That means 30th/09/2013. Okay. This very important function. This is very, very important function. Understand? EO month. EO month means in the date column, whatever the month is there, for that particular month, the last date will be displayed. Okay. Understand or not? Next one is, if you want to generate the current date and time function. Okay. If you want to display current date and time, then you have to use a function called now. You have to use a function called now function. So now always returns current date and time it will returns. See here, what is the current date and time? 25/02/2023, 11:18, like that. Okay. Vijay, I want to display current date. Is it possible? Yes, there is another function is there that it is called as today. Okay. What is that? Today function. Okay. What today function will returns? Today function will returns only current date. It will display only current date. See here. It will display only current date it is. Understand or not? Hour, minute and second are also there. Okay. So in the date and time column, suppose for example, in now column, this is a now column, right? In this now column, I want to extract hour part. I want to extract minute part. I want to extract second part. That you have to apply it. Hour. Hour of what column you have to pass it? That column name. That means now column name. Just you need to pass the now column name. See, in that now column, whatever hour part is there, that it will be extracted. Understand? See here, 11 only it will be there, that it will be displayed. Okay. Minute means minute function you have to apply it. Second means second function you have to apply it, like this. Understand clearly? Okay. So next one is weekday and week number. These functions are also very important. Listen. Weekday. What weekday will return? That means first you need to pass the date column here. Okay. And after passing a date column here, you need to pass the date column. And here the return type interval is very important. Okay. That means weekday function means in a week, how many days are there? 7 days is there. That part it will be displayed. Understand? That means suppose if you pass like one return type, what will happen? See here, if you click on this particular arrow, then see what one will represent. That means Sunday as 1 up to Saturday as 7. If you give like 2, then Monday as 1, Sunday as 7. If you give like 3, Monday as 0 and Sunday as 6. Like this. Okay. So actually everyone is following 2 only, right? Because Monday as the 1 and Sunday as 7, that part. Then in this particular one, okay, in this particular date column, whatever which week it is, suppose for example 25/02/2023 is there, right? In this, which week it is running? Saturday. Saturday means what is that? Numbers only it will display, not the names. Like Saturday means what it is? Okay, Saturday means it is 6, it will be displayed. Okay, so same like that it will be. Suppose for example I'm passing now means, so in Monday to Sunday, the Saturday is coming. Saturday means it is 6. 6 it will be displayed because 25/02/2023 means it is a Saturday. That's the reason it displays the 6 cities. Understand clearly or not? First, you have to know the functions. Okay. After that, how we can represent in the visualization, later we can discuss it. Understand clearly? So next one is week number. Week number. Okay. In the week number, just you need to pass the date column. Okay. Whatever the column is there, that you have to pass it here and close it. Then, so in a year, how many weeks are there? 52 or 53 weeks, right? That means whatever date column we are passing, that particular date column, in which week it is running, that week number it will be displayed. Understand or not? That means out of 52 or 53 weeks, present 25/0 to 2023, it is running as 8th week. Understand or not? That in a year, there are 52 or 53 weeks is there. Whatever date column we are passing, that particular date column, in which week it is running, that week number it will be displayed. Understand or not? These are all the date time functions will be there. Understand? Anyone having any doubts in this particular one? Let me know. We get the complete time is being the DAX functions link here. One second, one after the other, you can ask the questions. See, just see, this is the link, okay? And yeah, tell me, Ramya.
Hello. Hello. Unmute. Unmute it, Ramya, and you can talk.
Having any doubts in the state time functions? Big number. If we get the, one second, what is it? If we get the week in a week number, if we get the weekday, no. See, in week number, what week number will do? That means in a year, how many weeks are there? See, that means, see, this is different, then this is different. Weekday means it always display 1 to 7 numbers only. It always display 1 to 7 number, because in a week, how many days are there? Like 7 days are there. That means whatever date column is there in that particular week, in in which week it is there, that particular day number it will be displayed. That's it. Suppose 2502 it is there in the Saturday week. Saturday means what number it is? 6 it only. That means weekday always returns either 1 to 7. 1 to 7 numbers only it will be displayed, not more than. But in week number, in a year, there are 52. That means in a year, how many weeks are running? Okay. Each week it running, it is 1, right? Like in a year, 52 or 53 weeks it is going on. So that means that particular date, okay, suppose it is June 25th something 2023 is there. June means 6th month related. 6th month means like 28th week it is displaying like that. Understand clearly or not? Krishna, is it clear? Okay. How can we display Monday? Monday, Tuesday, like that it is in different category, it will be there. Okay, in text functions we can display it. Wait, okay, once this category is completed, we need to go for the text functions category. There we can discuss it. Anyone having any doubts in this one? Okay, so next one is text functions. Very, 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 very important category. Okay. See here. See, all these text functions, what is this text functions will do? It will, see, in this text functions, we can combine the multiple columns. Okay, if you want to display the month name, week name, or anything, means in that particular text functions only we can implement it. Understand or not? And one more thing is, this particular text functions always returns a new character values. Text functions. Text functions, it always returns a character data type column. Understand or not? It always returns a character data type column. Okay, so in this text functions, one by one we can discuss it. See here, combine values. What is combine values? This is a very important function. Combine values means if you want to combine multiple columns into a single column, then we have to use a function called combine values. Okay, combine values. Okay, so where is the text function? See, in this text functions, we need to discuss all these functions. Like the first one is combine values. What is combine values will do? Means if you want to combine multiple columns into a single column, then we have to use function called combine values. That means, see here, that we can discuss, Babu, that we can discuss it in the time intelligent function, that is completely different. Sum and sum x means sum, you know, right? Column, only column name you have to. Sum x means 2k expression also we can pass it. Okay, expression we can pass it in that particular one. Based on the expression it will be calculated. Understand? So listen, after that you can ask the questions. Okay, so now text functions related. Okay, so how we can apply the text functions? In the first function, it is combine values. What is combine values will do? That means if you want to combine multiple columns into a single column, then we have to use a function called combine values. Okay, click on this one. When you click on this one, okay, see, you will see an option called combine values. So combine values means combining multiple columns into single column. Okay, so for that, see how it will be combined. In combine values, first you have to write a delimiter. Okay, what is a delimiter? Means in your keyboard, other than numeric or okay, or character values, whatever it is there, what those we can call it as delimiters. Okay, other than numeric and character, whatever it is there, those we can call it as delimiters. That means comma, space, okay, colon, okay, at the rate, all these are delimiters only. Those delimiters you have to mention it. Okay, suppose I'm giving a delimiter inside, so those delimiters you have to mention it in the double quotes. In the double quotes you have to mention it. Okay, after mentioning in the double quotes, so after that you have to write the column names. Okay, so what column names you have to write it? Those column names you have to type it here. Okay, day column, comma, month. That column you have to just you can pass. Vijay, how many column? Maximum column means up to 28 only you can pass the columns. Maximum 28 columns we can pass it. So first you need to write the delimiter here, and after that column names you have to pass it. Okay, so whatever columns you are passing, with that those two column values will be combined into a single column. See here. So like this, putting a comma and give multiple columns. If you close it, close the bracket, then these two columns it will be combined. See, understand, like this. If you want to combine multiple columns into a single column, you have to use combine values. Understand? So next one is concatenate function. The another function is concatenate. What is concatenate will do? Concatenate is also combining the columns only. Okay, suppose for example, concatenate of, okay, day, comma, month. See here, I'm passing these two columns. Those two columns will be combined like this. Okay, then what is the difference between combine values and concatenate? Both are doing same operation. What is the use of those two? Means in combine values we can pass multiple columns on at a time. In concatenate we can pass only two columns. In combine values we can pass n number of columns. In concatenate we can pass only two columns. We can pass it. That is the main difference between combine values and concatenate. Understand clearly? Okay, next one is concatenate X. X. So in concatenate X, what will happen here? That means here, whatever column is there, just you need to pass the column here. Okay, just you need to pass the, first you need to pass the table name. Okay, calendar table. In that particular calendar table, what column it is there? Okay, day column. Comma and delimiter. What delimiter you have to use it? That delimiter you have to pass it. Suppose comma is there. Then what this concatenate X function will do? That means in the day column, whatever values are there, all the values will be converted into a single row with the delimiter. See here. See, like this. See, like this. In that particular day column, what values are there? All the values will be converted into rows with the delimiter, and it will show the same value. It will be repeated in each and every cell. That it is called as concatenate X. Understand? So see, Vijay, what is the use of, in real time, what is the use of this function? Suppose, for example, user is selecting, in a visual, user is selecting a values. Whatever user is selecting, based on the selection, those will be displayed on the title names. Suppose user is selecting year as 2019, 2020, 2021. That means these 3 years with the comma separated, we need to display in the title of that particular visual. Understand? Like for that purpose only, we have to use concatenate X function. Understand? Okay. Next one is exact function. What is exact function will do? If any two columns values are matching, it will returns true, otherwise it returns false. Let's see practically. First we need to create a sample data for this one, then you will understand all these things. Is there anything is there? No. Okay. So now we can implement exact function. Okay, this is the function. What is exact function will do? It will compare the two column values. Whichever values are matched, for those it returns true, otherwise it returns false. It is okay. Suppose for example, see here in the new column only we can apply it, because for each and every row different values are generated, right? So that is the reason. Exact of name, comma, name one. See here. So whichever values are matching, for those it returns true, otherwise returns false. See here. BB is matching here in these two columns. What columns we are mentioning? Those column values it will compare it. Whichever it is matching, for those it returns true, otherwise it returns false. These two rows only it is matching. Remaining all are it is not matching. So that's the reason it returns false. It is. Understand or not? Okay. So next one is very important point. It is find or search function. Okay. So these two functions, it will find the position of that particular one. Suppose, for example, Okay, suppose for example, there are two functions is there. In the these two functions will find the position of the particular character. That means in each and every cell, I want to find a specific character, like either character or a delimiter, whatever value you want to find it. By using two functions, we can find the position of that particular. Suppose here the space is there, right? See, in each and every cell, there is a space is there. Okay, I want to find a space position. Then what I need to do? I need to use either find function or search function. Both are similar only. But what is the difference is find is a case sensitive, search is not case sensitive. Case sensitive means find value, whatever value you need to find it. As it is, you need to give it. Okay, let's see practically. Suppose search. See here, I'm giving a search here. Inside that, first you have to write like find text. Find text means in this particular column, what value in each and every cell, what value you need to find the position, that value you need to give inside the double quotes. I want to find the space position in each and every cell. Okay, and comma. What is that column name? Write the column name, comma, from where you want to start searching the value. Suppose I'm giving one means from the each and every cell from the first character onward, that whether the first from the first character onward, whether that particular space is there or not, it will check it. Okay, in P it is there. Okay, first character from the left side onward, from the first character onwards, it will start searching the value. Okay, and wherever it is finding that particular this space position, space one, in which position it is there, that position number it will returns. Suppose for example, in that particular cell, I didn't find the space position. Then what will happen? Then it will returns a not null value. That means it returns a not founding value. Okay, it will returns a not founding value. So in this not found value, whatever we are writing here, that value, if you didn't find it, that this not found value will returns. Suppose I'm giving 0. Okay, wherever the space position is not find it, then 0 will returns. Understand clearly or not? See here. Okay, here in this particular cell, what is the space position? 6th position. See here, from the starting character onwards, it will see this is the finding value. Whatever what I am finding, that means space value. Space value in which column I need to find it, that column I mention it here. And after that, from where we can start, in which character onwards you need to start it. Like, okay, like from the starting character onwards, we need to start searching the value. Okay, that's the reason I'm giving 1. If you want to give like 2, 3 means from the second character in each and every cell, the second character onwards, it will search the value. Understand? Suppose for example, you didn't find this particular space value in that particular cell itself, then whatever not found value is there, that it will return set. Understand or not? Suppose I'm giving like, okay, B. I want to find a B position in each and every cell value. Okay, is it B is finding in this particular one? Yes. Okay, whether it is a small b or capital B is there or not, it will check it. If it is there, in which position it is there, that will returns. Okay, here B is not there, then what value it will returns? 0, because in this particular cell B is not available, then not found value, whatever it is there, that it will returns. Understand or not? See here, first one only it will returns, remaining all are zeros. Same find also doing the same thing. Find also doing the same thing. Then see here, why it is B is there here itself, but why it is written not found by? That's what find is a case sensitive. That means what value is there in that particular cell, the same as it is value you have to give, then only it will find it. Otherwise it returns a not found value. Understand? Suppose if I'm giving, actually in this particular cell capital B is there, right? If I'm giving capital B, then capital B written value character in which position is there, that number it will return. See here, see 7. If I'm giving small b, okay, small b is not finding in this particular cell. Wherever it is find the small b, that related position only it will returns. But search is not like that. Whether it is a capital letter or small letter, whether that particular character is there or not, it will check it. If it is there, that particular position value, it will returns. Understand? This is about find and search. Understand clearly? Okay. Next one is fixed. What is fixed function will do? That means if you want to convert numeric value to the decimal value, then we have to use a function called, see here, suppose fixed of what column is there, that column you have to pass it. So I'm passing a search column. Okay. How many decimal places you want it? 1, 2, 3, like that. Suppose I'm giving 2. Okay. In that particular search column, whatever value is there, up to 2 decimal places, it will be displayed. But actually here the decimal values are there. Then those 2, here I'm mentioning 2. 2 means 2 zeros it will be there. See here, 7.00, 0.00, like that. Understand? If you want to convert the numeric value to the decimal, then we have to use a function called fixed. Okay. Next one is very important function is format. Okay. This format function is very, very important in real time. Okay. Because this format function will generate a different outputs. Okay. See here. If you want to that means if you want to change the date format to US date format or UK date format or Indian date format, that means whatever date is there, that date column, whichever format you want to display that particular date, by using format function only you can implement it. Understand? Okay. Format of what is the date column? That column you have to pass it. Rama. So must and should you need to pass the date column here. Okay. In the date column, what format date you want to display, that you have to mention in the double quotes. Okay. That means suppose I want to display Indian date format. Then what is the Indian date format? There are 2 date formats will be there. Like this it will be there, right? DD, MM and YV. Like this the date format will be there. Another format is DD dash dash. Understand? In this format it will be. So whichever format you want, in that format if you give it, that particular date column will be converted into that format. Suppose for example, see, I want to generate into Indian date format. So you have to give inside the double quotes what format you want, you have to mention it DD, and you have to give like MMY. Like this format you want to display. In this format it will be, see here, in this particular date column will be converted into in this format. No, I want to generate US date format. So in which format you want, you can write it in that particular one. Suppose US format is YY and month and DD. Okay. See, in that particular format, so whatever date format you want to display, by using format function, you can display it. In this format function, you just need to pass the date column. After passing a date column, this date column, which format you want to display, in the double quotes in that particular format, you have to mention it. Understand clearly? Next one. Okay. So not only date format, if you want to display month number, month name, or if you want to display year, or if you want to display day, if you want to display the week name, all these things in this format only we can display it. Okay, let's see one by one. Okay, by using format function, first you need to pass the date column. What is the date column here? There is a date column, is there or not? That column. After that, here in the double quotes only you have to mention. Suppose I want to display the day. I want to display day. Here in this particular, I want to extract the day part from this date column. Then you have to mention that particular day means DD. You have to give DD. DD is nothing but day. That means from this date column, whatever day part is there, that it will be extracted. See here. Okay. If you give like 3 Ds, there are different multiple Ds also we can give. Up to 4 Ds only we can give it. 1, 2, 3. If you give 3 means week name will be displayed. That means shortcut week name will be displayed. That means this particular date on which week it is running, the shortcut of the week name will be displayed. If you want to display the full week name means 4 Ds you have to mention it. See here, Saturday, Wednesday, like this. Okay, in this format also, by using month, by using day, month, year functions also, it will be extracted. By using format also, we can extract a day, month, year, and everything. Okay, if you see up to 4 Ds you can give it. If you give single day, day will be displayed. If 2 Ds also, day will be displayed from the date column. If 3 Ds means shortcut of the week name. Okay, and 4 Ds means full week name will be displayed. Understand? Similar like month also. If you want to extract a month of that particular column, okay, month number if you want means give 2 M's, then month will be extracted. Okay, if you give like 3 M's, okay, then what will happen? Month name, shortcut of the month name will be displayed. If you give like 4 M's means full month name will be displayed. See here, like this. Okay, similar like year also. We in year we can give either 2 Ys or 4 Ys only we can give, not 1 Y or 3 Ys, right? So if you give 2 Ys means in that particular date column, whatever year part is there, in there, the last 2 digits will be displayed. Understand or not? Okay, see here, 2021, 21, 22, 23, 19, 18, last 2 digit of the year part will be displayed. If I'm giving 4Y means complete year will be displayed. Understand clearly or not? Okay, is it clear or not? This is how we can apply the format function here itself. Understand? Next one is left. Okay, see here, and one more thing is, if you from the left side onwards, the specified number of characters I want to display it. From the left side onwards, I want to mention specified number of characters. I want to extract the specified number of characters. Suppose in name 2, I want first 2 characters or first 3 characters or first 4 characters I want to display. Then you have to use a function called left. Okay, left of. Okay, and here the column name you have to give it. And in that particular column, how many number of characters in each and every cell from the left side onward, what number you will give, those number of characters it will be extracted. I'm giving 3 here. That means from the left side onward, 3 number of characters it will be extracted and it will be displayed. See here, POW, NAR, and VIJ, SQL, SQL, and DAT, like this. It is quite opposite to the left. It is called as right. Right also you have to mention the column name and the number of characters. That means from the right side onwards, how many number of characters you are given here, those many number of characters it will be displayed. Understand that it is called as left and right function. Okay, next one is mid function. What is mid function? If you want to extract the part of the string, suppose for example, mid. Name to column. Okay, in this, from the first position, from the left side onward, first position to up to 4. Okay. That means what will happen in the name to column. Okay, from first character to up to how many number of characters? 4. That means from the first character to up to 4 characters only it will be extracted. See here, POWE, NARE, VIJA, like this. That means in that particular string, the part of the string it will be extracted. Understand? That particular text itself. See here in this one. So what it is there? From the first character to up to 4 characters. From the left side onwards, it will be displayed. Understand? Next one is replace. Replace is nothing but if you want to replacing to the existing value, some of the part is there. In place of that part, I want to replace it to the new value. Then you have to use replace. Replace or substitute. Substitute of. First, you have to give the column name. Okay. What is the old text? That means in that particular name to column, in place of which value you want to replace it, that value. Suppose in place of space, I need to give another. This is a new text. Suppose something like this. New I am giving. What will happen? That means in this name to column, wherever the space is there, in place of that space, this value will be replaced. That means power new BI, Naresh new IT, Vijay new Rama, SQL new server, data new analyst. That part will be displayed. Understand? See here. Isn't it or not? Okay. If I want to converting from lowercase to uppercase to lowercase, there are 2 functions is there, lower and upper. Those functions you have to use it. Lower. Okay. That means, so in the lower function, what column you are passing? Suppose I'm passing a substitute column. Okay, in this particular column, in each and every cell, it will be converted into lowercase letters. If any character is in uppercase, that it will be converted into lowercase. See here, like this. Similar like upper also. Understand? Next one is last function. It is length function. Length. What is length function will do? That means in that, but whatever column we are mentioning here, name to column. Okay, what column we are passing in that particular column, in each and every cell, how many number of characters are there, it will count and it will give the result. See here, in this particular each and every cell, how many number of characters are there, it will count and it will give the result. Understand? Even space is also, it will count it. Okay, suppose in middle of the words, if there is any spaces, means space is also, it will count it. See here, that means in the name to column, how many number of characters are there? 8 characters. If you want, you can count it also. Okay, there's 5 plus 2 7, even space is also there 8. That's the reason 8 will be displayed. That means length will returns how many number of characters are there in each and every cell. It will count and it will give the result. That it is called as length. Understand clearly? This is about text functions. Okay. Actually, almost all time is over. Okay. So remaining DAX functions, we can cover it in the next workshop. Okay. In the next week, workshop will be there. In that, we can cover the next functions. And after that, we need to discuss about the visualization. Okay. In the next workshop, we need to discuss it. Anyone having any doubts up to now? So in today, we will discuss about aggregation functions, date time functions, and text functions. These things we discuss it. Remaining things that we can discuss it in the next workshop. Next week workshop will be there. In that workshop, we will discuss about the remaining DAX functions as well as visualization part. Okay, visualization part is very interesting. But see, for this DAX function also very easy, but all these are in a coding part like that. It just you need to pass the column name inside the function. That's it. We cannot do anything here itself. Okay, understand? Anyone having any doubts? We give the text. Yeah, you can give it. Not found value. Which one? You're saying in search value? Here you're asking? No, we cannot give, not found value, we cannot give the character values because search or find always returns a numeric values, right? Those are numeric. So not found also, you have to give only numeric values. Numeric value, any value you can give it. Understand? Tell me, Ramya.
Sir, we can change the value, sir, like sales and exact. Sir, hello, hello.
Can you please put it in the chat itself? I'm not able to hear your voice properly. How to install SQL Power BI system? Power BI means you have to, in the last class, it will be there. Okay. In the YouTube itself, the classes installation part, I clearly explained in that particular one. You just need to go through it. Okay. Or we can change the column names. Yeah, we can change the column names like sales and exact. Yeah, you can change the column names. You can rename the column names also. Okay, that means you can rename this column. Double click on that particular column, then automatically it will convert it into editable mode. You can change the name of that particular column. Understand clearly, Ramya? Okay. Yeah. Anyone having any doubts? For Power BI in the last class itself, I explained you how to install and everything. You can go through that particular one. For SQL Server, there is a process will be there. In YouTube, it is there how to install and will you please tell me about project domain name. What is project domain name?
Hello.
Domain,
Sir.
see, and suppose for example, in a project, while you are putting in a project in the resume itself, so you are working in suppose some other client like GSK. Okay, the client name, that means company name is GSK. What they are handling, GSK means it is a healthcare, right? The healthcare products, all it is they are implement, that we can call it as domain. Healthcare means that is a domain. Okay, what that company will represent, what products they are implementing, that we can call it as domain.
Hello, sir. Are you there, sir?
Any reason we are doing DAX and see, no, actually, the topic wise we are discussing, Suchitra, like, so in the last Saturday, I'm giving a workshop like what is transform data and what is modeling part. And this week I'm giving like DAX functions and everything. But if you cover 2-3 DAX functions category means the time is over. So next week also it will be continued. Okay.
Hello, sir.
What
Hello.
is the advantage of Power BI or Excel? Advantage means we can easily handle. That means in the Excel, so what formulas is there in Excel? The same formulas we can implement in Power BI also. The problem is in the Excel, we cannot represent the data in the visual format as per our requirement. Okay, but in Power BI, we can represent the data in different types of visuals. Okay, which can easily understand by seeing the data how that business flow will be there in the visualization part only we can say yes. Okay, that is the thing, that is the main advantage when compared to the Excel Power BI. Okay, get the course content fees along with this one, that you guys need to check with the NareshIT team. They will help you. All have it is easy art. It's very easy. Not only this tool, all the reporting tools are very easy, Ramya. Okay, because we cannot write the coding part. See here you are seeing the DAX function. These DAX functions, there are 200 DAX functions. Out of 100 functions, you already know how the functions will works. Okay, in the function also, just you need to pass the column name. They will guide you like syntax, what you need to pass it there itself. Okay, just you need to pass it there. Remaining things all are very interesting, like visualization part or transform data or modeling part and visual. Only in the DAX function only you need to apply the functions. But what function you have to apply based on your scenario, you have to remember that function. That is the thing you have to do it. That you need to duration, it is 40 working days. This complete course duration, it is 40 working days. If you go, that means on yesterday only new batch is started. Demos are over. Monday onwards, actual class will be started. That means day after tomorrow, the actual class will be started. Who are interested, you need to try to reach out to the NareshIT team. They will tell you all the details. With that, you can join it. How can we find a wrong or unwanted data in real data? while working with, is there any functions will help? That means, see, wrong data means how you can identify by seeing that particular data source itself, you can identify, right? In the transform data, we can identify. Suppose, for example, you're in a column like 1, 2, 3, and n by a is there. Okay, n by a is there. So whenever you load that particular data into the Power BI, in transform data, it will throws an error n by a, because n by a doesn't accept it Power BI. Immediately, that particular data, it will throws an error, ERROR, it will shows it. Then immediately what that error it is, where it is coming, and we can see it and we can rectify that error like that. By using functions, we cannot do it. Okay. So by using functions, we can dynamically calculate. Dynamically means at the time of running, executing based on the selection, user selection. User is selected at the time of running report only, right? At that time, if you want to do any changes on the visualizations, means using DAX function. But if you are loading the wrong data, means in the transform data itself, we can identify, not in the DAX function. Understand? You covered what you working there. See, transform data, DAX functions, modeling, visualization, and Power BI service. 5 topics I covered it. Understand? Please tell me the difference between pro and premium account. See, pro and premium, these two are licensed ones. Okay. Pro and premium are licensed one. Okay. If you take a pro, means the service account space is up to 10 GB only. It is, you can upload the space is allocated for 10 GB only. Pro means if it is a premium, 100 GB it is occupied. Understand? That means up to 100 GB you can publish your reports into the Power BI service. And one more thing is, in pro, we can refresh the data set in Power BI service also. Per day, 8 times only we can refresh it for pro. If it is a premium, 48 times per day we can do it. That is the main difference. Understand, Babu? Or will you be joining M language in this course? See, no. See, because the same M language functions we can implement in the DAX functions, right? Why we need to extra explanation about M language? If I'm explaining M language functions also, then you're confusing and you cannot remember and so many functions, right? That's the reason we cannot cover M language function here. But 1 or 2 examples we will tell you how to implement M language functions. That's it. Understand? Thank you, Oscar. We can publish our reports in the create workspace, not in my workspace. If you publish your reports in your my workspace, means you cannot share the report to the others. Always you have to publish your reports in create workspace only. Understand? Anyone having any doubts or anything is there? So if anyone wanted to interested to join the classes, means Monday onwards the new batch will be continuing. So you can join in that one. Okay. The clear picture will be there for you. In the regular classes, each and every point in the real time manner, I will explain you. Okay. If you want, you guys can join that one. Okay, gateway connection means while we are discussing about the service level things, those we can. Gateway is nothing but a bridge connection between source and service. Okay. So those things we can discuss it in the service level. So every week my workshops will be there. Please try to join. Like Power BI workshops is going on, SQL Server workshops is going on, Power Apps also workshops is also going on. So please try to reach out to the Naresh IT team. They will tell you on which particular time it is the workshop is going on. They will mention you. You guys can join. Can we share without mail ID? How you can share the report? It is not possible. It is not possible. You cannot share without mail ID. Mail ID must and should required. If you type a name also, automatically mail ID will comes there itself. Understand? Based on that, we can. New batch timings. It is 9 a.m. Okay. 9 to 10:30 a.m. Okay. How data validation is done in Power BI? Data validation, we can do it see, that means once you implement it in the visual level, we can validate the data, or else in data tab. See here there is a data tab here. It is available, right? In the data tab also, based on the selection, what in the function, what you are filtered the values, same filters you have to apply it here, and you will see what column value you want to see the results. That column value you can see it here, or else in the visualization also we can validate the data. Understand? Is Power BI close available in the evening after 7 p.m.? No, Swapna. My batch is not available in the evening. Only morning 7:30 and 9 o'clock. 2 batches. Maybe in this in the March first week itself, I think new batch will be started morning 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. new batch will be started in the March first week. Okay. I want Power Apps and Power Automate. For that, you have to wait for those workshops. Understand, Babu? Anyone having any doubts? Okay, we can stop it here and we'll meet on next workshop. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.